Hey, Facebook family. How you doing? It's Linda Jo White here. It's a Tuesday evening here in Michigan. Starting to get late. The sun has gone down. We've had a little rain. Just came out from where I was, and there was a double rainbow, like a full double rainbow. It's absolutely amazing. And it had me thinking about God's promises, which in turn had me thinking about how some of us in life never realize God's promises in our lives because we don't understand our worth. October is National Domestic Violence Awareness Month. And, oops, sorry. I'm trying to get this. I'm in the car and I know there's weird shadows. But, and my heart was just going out. I'm just thinking, double rainbow. And you've got God's promises. And yet there will be people in life who never come to walk in and manifest God's promises because they're being abused. And then some are being the abusers. And my mentor used to say it, where purpose is not known, abuse is inevitable. And I say it too. I say it as a gang rape overcomer. Had I understood what my purpose was and what I was created to do, I would have never been at the hockey game that I ended up ultimately gang raped that night by 3 of the hockey players. And so where purpose is not known, abuse is inevitable. And if you don't understand your purpose, you don't understand that you're worthy of this amazing thing that you were created to do in the earth. And therefore, abuse will be inevitable. And I was thinking earlier, because I had seen a post earlier of a friend of mine, and I never knew this, but her sister was killed. And so I want to just kind of encourage, she was a victim of domestic violence. And there's statistics, right? All day long. Statistics all day long for violence against women and children and even men. I mean, there's a lot of women out there who will abuse men. So, we are not to think that women are just the only ones. And so I want to just encourage you tonight. If you're in a situation where you're being abused, and it's not just physical, there's emotional and manipulation and intimidation and oppression and all of those things, you can get some help. I put it in the, I put a hotline and I put a website that you can go to get help. If you know somebody who is being abused, again, not just physical, the emotional stuff. And I say this, I was gang raped, and I've been emotionally abused. And I guess I should clear this up and say, I've been with my husband, Curtis, for 27 years, and he's amazing. He has not done any of those things. I want to clear that up in case anybody out there wants to be funny style about that, but he's an amazing man. But I've been physically assaulted and gang raped, and I've been emotionally abused. And if I had to choose between the two, I would choose the gang rape, because emotional abuse is a trip. It sticks with you in a way because it affects and it changes the way you think. And the way you think will cause you ultimately to live the kind of life that you think you're worthy or not worthy of. And so please, dare to get some help today. Dare to discover your purpose. Dare to believe that there's something greater and better. And hang on. Just hang on a little while longer. Hang on a little while longer. Keep on going. Keep on moving. Reach out for the help. And I'm going to pray for the people tonight. And I would ask that people would join me in prayer, for those who are being abused, that they would just have the courage and to move towards a new season. So, again, I just saw this double rainbow and God's promises. And yet there will be some, tragically, who never experience the full intention of God's promises in their life because of abuse, and because of the way they see themselves, and because where purpose is not known, abuse is inevitable. And if you don't know the purpose of a thing, that thing will be abused. I mean, everything from, you can look at a car, right? And a car's got a gas tank, and that gas tank is meant to have, fuel put into the gas tank so that it can run the vehicle, right? But if you put orange juice in the gas tank, you have abused the gas tank, and therefore you have abused the car, and the car won't do what it needs to do. It's the same for us humans. You'll kill the human. Again, I say this, right? We're created eagles, and if you force a bird to function like a fish, you'll kill the fish. And if the bird doesn't know it was created to fly, it won't fight being underwater. Or worse yet, like, it'll sit in a cage. Like, how you can train birds? I talked about this about a month ago with some people. I hate to go into pet stores and see birds in bird cages. I hate it, because a bird wasn't created to sit in a cage. And I know that some people out there right now are like, I paid good money for my bird and all that kind of stuff. But the truth of the matter is, the bird was not created to sit in a cage in a corner of your house and eventually, maybe be let out or whatever. But you're training this bird to never go anywhere or never do anything. And that's not the reason why the bird was created. The bird was given wings to fly, not sit. And here's the sad thing, you can train a bird to the point where you can open the door to the cage and it'll never fly out of the cage. We're like that as humans. Some of us are like that as humans. And so my mentor used to say, there's something more tragic in life than death, and that is a life without purpose. Really. So I just want to come on tonight and encourage. Got this weird shadow. Where purpose is not known, abuse is inevitable. If you're being abused, call the number, log on to the hotline. If you know somebody who's being abused, maybe there's some information there that you can acquire that can help. And at the end of the day, let's pray for those that we know or come across, that we would be able to help them or assist them, give them peace, give them comfort, and ultimately that they would walk, come to know the reason for their existence, so that they would no longer, they understand their purpose. They're not going to allow themselves to be abused. When a woman knows what she was created to do, she ain't going to get with some guy. She won't be, her gift. When she discovers her gift and understands how to walk in her gift and utilize her gift, she ain't going to let no guy pimp her gift. Same with a guy. And that goes with the person who's doing the pimping. I say this all the time. No person is meant to be raped or gang raped or molested or abused or any of that, right? But the one who's doing the abusing and the raping and the molesting and, is the source of the violence, they weren't created to do that either. So they need help too. So we need to pray for everybody involved. On that note, I'm going to roll. But be prayerful, folks. Be mindful, and we're supposed to have a positive impact in the earth. And sometimes just a gentle touch. Sometimes when we feel like we're supposed to maybe reach out and say something to somebody, just a hello, or tell them they're beautiful, or, just really being able to be there for somebody can make all the difference in a person's life. So y'all have a great night. Every month seems to be something, but every day people are dying as a result of domestic violence, and it's in every socioeconomic class. It's in every country in the world. No one is immune to it. So let's be prayerful. Let's be mindful. Please, I encourage you to get help if you need help, and educate yourself so that you can maybe help someone who you happen to cross paths with. So on that note, love ya, and have a great evening And we'll see you again soon. Okay, bye.